Hello, and welcome. As a family doctor, I'd like to ask you something. It's a personal question. Have you ever just looked around at your life? Maybe you're in good health, maybe your finances are stable, but you just feel flat? Like the color has slowly drained out of your days? You feel you should be enjoying your retirement, but instead, there's this nagging, creeping sense that, well, this is it. We tell ourselves it's just getting older. It's just a normal part of life. But what if I told you that just getting older isn't the real enemy? The real enemy is a kind of mental fatigue, a deep weariness of the spirit. And I'm here to tell you, as a medical professional, that this fatigue is just as dangerous, just as damaging as any physical ailment. My name is Dr. Wallace, and in my 30 years as a doctor, I've seen a profound truth play out time and time again. The difference between a senior who merely survives and one who truly thrives after 70. It's almost never their 401k, or even their physical condition. It is their mindset. I'll never forget my patient, John. A wonderful man. 72 years old, great health for his age, and a perfect pension. He had it all by the book. But he was fading. I could see it in his eyes. He sat in my office and he told me, "Doc, I guess my best days are over. I'm just waiting." He was letting fear, regret, and this mental fog steal his vitality. He was surviving, but he was not living. But I have wonderful news. John is thriving today. He's a new man. Why? Because we worked together to shed that heavy mental baggage that was holding him back. In this video, I'm going to share the exact system we used. This isn't pop psychology. This is practical, real-world advice forged from decades of experience with thousands of patients, just like you. We are going to unlock your most powerful decade yet. We will identify 5 limiting beliefs you must forget, 5 powerful actions you must start today, and 5 surprising places where you will find true freedom. And please, make sure you listen all the way through, because that 5th place, it's the one most people overlook. But it is the single most powerful tool I know against loneliness. It might just be the key you've been looking for. Before we dive in, I truly want to know, how many of you have ever felt that best days are over feeling? If what I've said resonates with you, even a little, please just comment a simple yes below. It lets me know you're here. And more importantly, it shows others in our community that they are not alone. Okay, let's get started. All right. First, we have to clear out the mental junk that's been holding us back. These are the self-saboteurs, the thoughts that poison our well-being. Part 1. 5 limiting beliefs you must forget, the self-saboteurs. Belief number 1, my best days are behind me. This is the hope killer. It's that nagging, creeping feeling that the best parts of life, love, adventure, purpose, are all in the rearview mirror. When you truly start to believe this, something dangerous happens. Biologically, your brain actually slows down the production of dopamine. That's the powerful chemical of anticipation and reward. You literally stop looking forward to things. And when you stop looking forward, you start fading. It's the fastest path I know to feeling old and purposeless. I had a wonderful patient, Mary, 74 years old. She told me those exact words. "Why bother, Doc?" she'd say. "My best days are over." She had stopped making new friends, stopped trying new things. She had effectively turned her life into a museum of her own past. She was just dusting off old memories, completely closed off to the idea of making new ones. She was surviving, but she was not alive. So here is the action plan. You must replace that thought. Actively. When you catch yourself thinking it, you must stop and replace it with this: I am creating a new favorite memory today. This isn't about climbing Mount Everest. It's about focusing on small, achievable, daily joys. The perfect first cup of coffee on your porch. A real, long phone call with an old friend. A walk in the sunshine. Remember, your future is not about duration. It's about quality. It's about novelty. Belief number 2. I'm too old to matter/to learn. This second belief is an insidious one. It's the whisper that says, I'm too old to learn something new, or even worse, I'm too old to matter. This is a dangerous, self-fulfilling prophecy. When you tell yourself you are done learning, you are sending a direct, biological signal to your brain to stop forming new pathways. It is a command to shut down, to atrophy. This is what leads to that terrible feeling of irrelevance. It's what makes people withdraw at family gatherings, sitting silently in the corner because they think, oh, no one wants to hear my old stories. You begin to feel invisible. But here is the scientific truth. Your brain thrives on novelty. There's a wonderful word for it. Neuroplasticity. It means your brain can change, grow, and adapt at any age. At 60, 70, 80, even 90. But you have to give it a reason. You have to give it a challenge. It is the use it or lose it principle applied directly to your mind. So, here is the action. You must adopt the lifelong learner mindset. Today, go online and sign up for a free course about something, anything, you've always been curious about. American history, the basics of painting, how a car engine works, or volunteer. Tutor a child in reading. Your life experience, your wisdom, is not a relic. It is a valuable, precious commodity. Start treating it that way. Belief number 3. I should have done things differently. Belief number 3. This is the one I see the most, the heavy anchor of regret. Living in the should-haves. I should have taken that job. I should have been a better father. I should have done things differently. This constant replaying of the past, this chronic rumination, as we call it, is the single biggest driver of depression and anxiety in my older patients. It's just like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it gets you absolutely nowhere, except tired. It drains all the precious energy you need for today, by wasting it on a yesterday that you cannot change. Living in the past is exactly like trying to drive a car while staring only into the rearview mirror. What happens? You are guaranteed to crash. You cannot change what's behind you. It is done. But you can absolutely destroy your today by obsessing over it. The antidote is twofold: forgiveness and acceptance. You must recognize that every single choice you made, right or wrong, led you to this exact moment. If you genuinely need to apologize to someone, then do it. Make that call. It is incredibly freeing. But then, you must consciously, deliberately, redirect your energy to a positive project in the present, as a promise to yourself to let it go. If you've ever felt weighed down by regret, just comment "freedom" below. It's a small step, but it's a powerful start. Belief number 4. I should slow down and rest. This fourth belief, it sounds so sensible, doesn't it? I'm retired. I've earned it. I should slow down and rest. Now, let me be perfectly clear. Rest is vital. Deep, restorative sleep is critical. But there is a massive, dangerous difference between rest and idleness. Excessive idleness. Just sitting in the recliner all day, day after day, watching the world go by. That is poison. It leads directly to a condition we doctors call disuse syndrome. Your muscles atrophy. Your bones become brittle. Your mind gets foggy. Your body and your brain need stimulus. They were designed to solve problems and to move. Think of a brand new car that's just been left in a garage for a year and never started. What happens? The battery dies. The tires get flat spots. The gaskets dry up. It decays, just from non-use. Your body is no different. It was built to be engaged. So, you must reframe the word rest. From now on, think of it as active recovery. This means you alternate mental challenges, like reading a complex book or doing a difficult puzzle, with gentle physical activity. Gardening, light stretching, walking the dog. Keep a full, balanced calendar. Make time for activity, and make time for true, restorative rest. But stop. Please stop. Just being idle. Belief number 5. I should stay home. The world is too confusing. And the 5th, and perhaps most toxic belief of all. I should just stay home. The world is too confusing. It's too dangerous. It's not for me anymore. This is fear-based isolation. And it's a terrifying downward spiral. You watch the news. You get scared. So you stay inside. And because you stay inside, the world does become more unfamiliar. Which, in turn, makes you even more scared. It's a prison of your own making, and the walls just keep shrinking your world, until it's just 4 walls. I am going to be blunt here, because this is a life or death matter. The science is settled. Chronic loneliness, that feeling of being isolated and disconnected, can be worse for your long-term health than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Let that sink in. 15 cigarettes. It is toxic to your heart, your brain, and your immune system. So, here's the plan. You fight back. You fight back with the small brave step rule. You don't have to go book a trip around the world. Just choose one small thing each week that takes you just slightly out of your comfort zone. Visit the new library branch across town. Try that new restaurant for lunch instead of your usual spot. Attend a free lecture at the community center. One small, brave step at a time. That is how you break the cycle and take your world back. Part 2. 5 powerful actions you must start today. The power boosters. Okay. We've cleared out the junk. We've swept out those 5 toxic beliefs. Now we have all this new mental space, right? We have to fill it with good things. With rocket fuel for your spirit. So, here are 5 powerful actions you must start today. Action number 6. Never neglect laughter and humor. The first action. Never, ever neglect laughter. As we get older, it's so easy to become serious. We worry about our health, we worry about our kids, and we get stressed watching the nightly news. But laughter is free medicine. It's not just fun. It is a profound physical event. When you have a deep, genuine laugh, your body responds instantly. It lowers your stress hormones, especially cortisol. That's the dangerous one that adds belly fat and strains your heart. It boosts endorphins, which are your body's natural painkillers. It even improves your immune function. Think about it. Think back. When was the last time you had a real belly laugh? The kind that makes your stomach hurt and your eyes water. How did you feel for hours afterward? Lighter, right? More relaxed. That wasn't just in your head. That was a real, positive chemical change in your entire body. So, I am prescribing you a daily dose of laughter. Watch a funny movie. Find an old classic that always gets you. I Love Lucy, The Carol Burnett Show. Read humorous stories. And most importantly, spend time with people, friends or family, who make you genuinely, truly laugh. Commit to finding one thing to laugh at every single day. Action number 7. Never skip the daily practice of gratitude. Action number 7. Never skip the daily practice of gratitude. Here's the problem we're fighting. Our brains are hardwired for survival. This means we all have a negativity bias. Are programmed to scan the horizon for threats, the bad news, the new ache in our knee, the bill that just arrived. It's an ancient survival instinct. But in our modern world, it's a terrible way to live. Gratitude is the antidote. It is a psychological powerhouse. It is the active retraining of your brain. It's not just being nice. It is a mental workout that forces your brain to scan for the positive instead of the negative. I had a patient, Robert. A wonderful man, but always grumpy. Always finding something to complain about. I challenged him to this one simple task. Just this one. 2 weeks later, his wife, Margaret, called my office. She was almost in tears. She said, "Doctor, I don't know what you did, but it's like I have my husband back." It is that powerful. So here is your simple, practical action. Get a small notebook. Put it right by your bed. Every single morning, before your feet hit the floor. Write down 3 specific, small things you are thankful for. Not just, my family. Be specific. The way the sun is hitting the curtains. My daughter called me yesterday. This warm, first cup of coffee. It sets a positive, powerful tone for your entire day. Action number 8. Never stop planning for the future. Action number 8. Never stop planning for the future. When we're working, our lives are dictated by deadlines, goals, and projects. Then, we retire. And all of that external structure can vanish. It's so easy to fall into a rut where one day just bleeds into the next. And the brain, it gets bored. Your brain needs a reason to stay sharp. It needs a compelling why to get you out of bed in the morning. Planning something, a future trip, a new project, a family gathering. It gives your brain a job. It gives it a clear, positive goal to work towards. It activates the reward and anticipation centers of the brain. The brain loves anticipation. It's the same feeling you got as a kid waiting for Christmas morning. That feeling, that is rocket fuel for your mind. Planning a trip, even if it's just a simple weekend getaway to a state park, or planning to build a model airplane, or finally organizing all those family photos into albums. It gives you a deadline. It gives you a purpose. So, right now, I want you to think of one project, or one trip, or one major event, like a big 80th birthday party. And I want you to get out a calendar and put it on a date. Put it 6 months from now. Give your brain a compelling, exciting reason to function at its absolute best. Action number 9. Never let a sunshiny day pass by inside. This next one, action number 9. It sounds so simple, I'm almost embarrassed to say it. But it's critically important. Never let a sunshiny day pass by while you are stuck inside. It is so easy to do, isn't it? We get busy with indoor chores. We get stuck in front of the TV watching the news, and the entire day just slips away. But getting outside for at least 15 minutes, just 15 minutes, of direct sunlight is profoundly powerful. First, sunlight on your skin helps regulate your circadian rhythm. In simple terms, it fixes your internal body clock. This leads directly to deeper, more restorative sleep at night. Second, it is the single best way for your body to produce vitamin D, which, as we age, is essential for bone strength, a healthy immune system, and, most importantly, your mood. That sunshine is the most powerful, free antidepressant on the planet. It signals to your body, at a deep, cellular level, that it's time to be awake, alert, and alive. So, make it a non-negotiable appointment. 15 minutes of sun. Combine it with gentle movement. Go do some light gardening. Take a short walk. Or, just sit on a park bench. No phone. Just sit and soak it in. This one is so simple, but so powerful. If you promise me you'll get 15 minutes of sun tomorrow, do me a favor and comment, sunshine, below. It's a promise to yourself. Action number 10. Never stop documenting your legacy. And action number 10. Never stop documenting your legacy. When most people hear that word, legacy, they immediately think about money. They think about a will. They think about what property they're going to leave. But your real legacy, your most valuable, priceless inheritance, is not your money. It's your stories. It's your values. It's the lessons you've learned from a long life. It is your wisdom. Think about it. Your grandchildren, they might appreciate the money, sure, but they will never forget the story you told them about your first car, or your first job, or the story of how you met your spouse. They will never forget your famous apple pie recipe, your experiences, your unique life. That is priceless. And if you don't write it down, or record it, it will be lost. This action, this isn't just for them. It's for you. The act of documenting your life solidifies your sense of worth. It reminds you that your life mattered. So, record your memories on your phone. Write them down in a journal. Compile your family recipes. Write letters to your grandchildren for them to open on future milestones, like their wedding day. This reminds you, you are not just a person. You are a legend. You are a legacy. Part 3. 5 places where you will find freedom, the freedom zones. Finally, Part 3. You find your freedom zones. We've cleared the mind. We've started the actions. But where do you practice all this? You can't just do it in a vacuum. You have to break free from the 4 walls of your house. You have to break free from isolation. These are the 5 places, the environments, that are built for growth and connection and joy. Freedom zone number 1. The local library or community center. The first freedom zone, your local library or community center. Now, I know, you might need a place to connect, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, and you don't want a lot of social pressure. The library is the single most underutilized resource we have in America. It is a hub for connection, for learning, and for cultural engagement. And it is almost always at low or no cost. These places, they are not just quiet, dusty rooms full of books anymore. They are buzzing community hubs. They have book clubs. They have craft classes. They have history lectures. They have free computer access. And they are filled with other curious, interesting people. Here is the mindset shift. Stop thinking of it as just the library. Start thinking of it as your personal university and your personal social club. It's a place where you are constantly and safely exposed to new ideas and new faces. Make it a point to visit just once a week. Go in, pick up a flyer, and just see what's happening. Freedom zone number 2. Your own kitchen. This second freedom zone, this one might surprise you. It's your very own kitchen. When you live alone, or even just as you get older, cooking can feel like a burden, a real chore. It becomes so easy to just pop a TV dinner in the microwave, or just have a bowl of cereal. It's easy. But cooking for yourself, truly cooking, is a powerful act of defiance against frailty. It is an act of independence. Think about all the things it does. It maintains your fine motor skills, the chopping, the stirring, the measuring. It requires mental planning. What ingredients do I need? What's the first step? The second? And most importantly, you control your own nutrition. You're not getting all that hidden sodium, sugar, and preservatives from processed junk. The simple act of chopping an onion, of stirring a pot, it keeps your hands and your mind engaged. It is a critical, profound act of self-care. So, let's change the mindset. Stop seeing it as a chore. Start seeing it as a vital act of independence. Put on some music. And once a week, just once, cook a favorite recipe from your childhood. The one your mother used to make. The smell, the taste. It's all part of taking care of you. Freedom zone number 3. The park or nature trail during daylight. Freedom zone number 3. The local park or a nature trail. Here's the problem. In our modern lives, we are nature-starved. We are constantly surrounded by drywall, concrete, the noise of traffic, and the constant blue light of the television screen. But we are biological creatures. We were not meant to live in boxes. Being in nature, even a small city park, is medically proven to lower your blood pressure. It reduces that nasty stress hormone, cortisol, and it dramatically improves your focus and your mood. There's a sense of perspective you get. It's hard to obsess over small, daily worries when you're standing under a 100-year-old oak tree, or watching a hawk ride the wind. It's grounding. It calms the static in your brain. So here's the action. Use these visits as your scheduled mindfulness time. You don't have to walk 5 miles. Just go and sit on a bench. Leave the phone in your pocket or in the car, and just focus on your senses. What do you smell? The pine. Fresh-cut grass? What do you hear? The birds. The wind in the leaves. It's a free, powerful mental reset. Freedom zone number 4. The coffee shop or diner, the third place. Freedom zone number 4. The local coffee shop, or that classic American diner. Here's the dilemma so many of my patients face. Being at home all the time is lonely. But going to a big, loud party or a chaotic family event is exhausting. We need something in between. Sociologists have a wonderful name for this. They call it a third place. It's not home, that's the first place. It's not work, that's the second place. It's a third place. It provides casual, low-pressure, social interaction. Having a regular table at a local diner, or being a regular at the morning coffee shop, provides a powerful sense of belonging. The staff knows your name. They know how you take your coffee. These micro-interactions, just saying hello to the waitress or nodding to the other regulars, these are vital, daily medicine against loneliness. So, here's the action. Go there. At least twice a week. Become a regular. Put a $5 bill in your pocket, get a cup of coffee, and just be around other people. Read the paper. Engage in simple, friendly small talk. It is more important than you can possibly imagine. Freedom zone number 5. Your church, temple, or spiritual group. And finally, freedom zone number 5. The one I promised you. The anchor. This is your church, your temple, your synagogue, or any spiritual or philosophical group. As we get older, we naturally confront the big questions. We feel a deeper need for meaning, for purpose, and we face our own mortality. This is where we find our why. These communities, they provide 3 things that are essential for thriving. 1. Structured social support. People who will call you if you don't show up. 2. A strong, unified sense of purpose. A why that is bigger than just yourself. And 3. A framework for hope. A way to process grief and find resilience in the storm. The research is overwhelming on this. Decades of it. Active spiritual connection. Whether that's to a formal religion or a deep sense of community in a volunteer group, is one of the single greatest predictors of psychological well-being, happiness, and even longevity in later life. It is the anchor. So, here is the action. If you are part of a faith community, engage. Don't just sit in the back row. Join a committee. Go to the coffee hour. Join a study group. If you are not religious, that is perfectly fine. Find the same fellowship. Explore a local volunteer group, a nonprofit, or a philosophy class at the community center. Find your anchor. As we wrap up, let's go back to my patient, John. Do you remember him from the beginning? The wonderful 72-year-old man who sat in my office and told me, with such sadness, that he felt his best days were over. The man who was just waiting. Well, I am so happy to tell you that today, John is 74, and he is a completely different person. He volunteers 3 days a week at his local library. He found his freedom zone, as we talked about. He's taking an online college course on Civil War history, not for a degree, but just because he was always curious. And right now, he is busy planning a fishing trip with his grandkids for this summer. John isn't just surviving anymore. He is, in every sense of the word, thriving. And you can, too. You now have the tools. You have the 5 toxic mindsets to forget, the 5 powerful actions to start today, and the 5 freedom zones where you can go out and find your joy. The core message, the one thing I truly hope you take away from our time together today, is this. It is never too late to reinvent yourself. Your 70s, your 80s, and beyond. These are not a time for withdrawal. They are not a waiting room. They are a time for deep, for meaningful, and for joyful engagement. But all this knowledge is only powerful when we put it into action. So now, I have one important question for you. A very personal one. What is the one commitment? Just one small thing that you are making to yourself after watching this video. It could be as simple as, I will start that gratitude journal tomorrow morning. Or, I will call that old friend I've been missing. Or even just, I promise to visit the park this week. Please, share your personal commitment in the comments below. Writing it down, it makes it real. And more importantly, it inspires everyone else in our community to take their own first step. And if you found real value and, I hope, some true inspiration in our time together, please show your support by giving this video a like. And to make sure you continue on this journey with us, to never miss another video full of this kind of practical wisdom, please hit that subscribe button. It's so much more than just subscribing. It's joining a community of thrivers, all dedicated to living our best lives together. We would be so happy to have you. Finally, think of one person, just one person in your life who really needs to hear this message today. And please, share it with them. You might just change their day. You might even change their life. Thank you so much for watching. Stay empowered, and I'll see you soon.